So, what do you plan to do with the military?
Well, ISIS poses a unique existential threat to the rest of the world. Its group's followers has already spread among Muslim communities in Libya, Afghanistan, Tunisia, Pakistan, and even Nigeria. Its influence has even caught on in the West, as seen in multiple threats and attacks, like the one in Turkey recently. Furthermore, if ISIS is allowed to keep fighting without Canadian opposition, it may well result in Canadian lives being lost on Canadian soil. We also want to send our fighter jets back into the Middle East to fight against ISIS. Also, I will be expanding the military to create job opportunities for Canadians who may want to join, because I think there should be more jobs available for people to be working in the military.
Is there any other reason for developing the military?
Well, I think that Canada hasn't had the best military over the years, and I think it needs some expansion, especially because of the threats that groups like ISIS pose on countries like us.
Are you putting money into the military for this to happen?
Yeah, I will be putting some more money into the military to support the military expansion plan. Yes.
How will you be getting that money?
A slight raise in taxes, potentially.
Yeah, I disagree with that personally, or for the Social Party, because I find if we're raising our military and we're sending our own citizens that live in this country off to war, that is more lives that are going to be lost when there's more important things at issue. We should boost our economy and focus more of our forces on boosting the economy and raising the dollar back to what it used to be.
I personally disagree because of the threat ISIS poses on countries like us. Because we're allies with some countries that have like feuds with them, we have to be able to protect ourselves. And if we're able to protect ourselves, that is going to, in itself, is going to save lives. And for the soldiers having lost their lives, well, that's their job. If you don't want it, then you don't have to do it.
Yeah, but there's more pressing issues that matter, such as all the refugees that are coming in because of the fights that are happening in ISIS territory.
Well, the military is my #1 priority at this time.
I agree with their party, saying that we should strengthen our military. I believe that we should have stronger background checks and have stronger requirements created for those who would like to enter into our forces and fight for our country. Because as we all know, we as Canadians are very reliant on the U.S. military to help us guard our country, keep us safe. But what happens when the U.S. can't help us anymore? We won't have a strong enough military to support ourselves.
I also agree with Mateo. Recently, the son of Osama bin Laden has said that they are going to go to war and retaliate for the assassination of his father. They're going to go to war with America, and we need to strengthen our military because eventually, all the terrorist attacks have reached a high point, the amount of them, and soon, if America won't be able to help us, like she said before, America won't be able to help us because they'll be busy fighting their own wars. We're going to need to strengthen our military because who's to say when ISIS or Al-Qaeda is going to attack Canada and the attacks start getting worse in Canada as well.
Again, how are you going to get this money to upgrade our military so it can support us?
Also, like Mateo said, possibly raising taxes by a little bit, or, I don't know, we could probably problem solve and find something that we could do to raise money, like fundraisers or something that would eventually get us the money to upgrade our military.
I personally think a slight raise in taxes, probably about 1.5 to 2%, is necessary just to keep our country safe.
But once again, that is driving our economy even further, because some Canadians cannot already afford the taxes that are being implemented now.
If Canadian lives are being lost, there won't be an economy to even grow. We have to focus on the military and expanding it so we are safe. So we're able to do things like expanding the economy.
Okay, but many Canadian lives will be lost if you go and you try to attack ISIS.
We outnumber them by more, we probably outnumber them more by, quadruple them. I think that it'd be an easy war to win.
Do you have the proper statistics to back that point up? Statistics?
I will win the war.
Yeah, but we shouldn't plan to attack, we should plan to defend.
Yeah, I agree. Instead of waiting for them to attack, you should just stay on the defensive side. That way, you can be ready, but you can still stay as a peaceful kind of community or province if you don't attack. Because if we attack, that'll just provoke them even more to want to attack us. So defense would probably be the best option.